Okay, we need to talk about team policies. I've probably read about 75% of them, and so far, none of them are correct on how to write a policy. I made the suggestion that you look at your teams or school or organization policies and try to add to them, correct them, make suggestions, delete some to make them correct. And I think what most of you did was you just took them, read them, and just added a few things. You didn't really tell me that these are not policies. I want you to go back to your reading, go back to the chapter. Look, I believe it's page 12 and 13. It gives you an example of a policy and then a rule. We're going to just throw out this, what everybody has handed in, and redo it. Go to your assignment in your class, click on the team policy assignment, and then go down where you will see new assignment. There is the original one, and below it is a new assignment. What I'm going to ask you to do is to write a policy for each topic that I have listed there. So I want you to write a policy, then I want you to write rules under it. A policy is a statement. It's a kind of what we call a blanketed statement about all the rules you're going to include. So if it is an academic policy, you want to write the policy, and then you want to include all the areas that you are requiring of your athletes academically. One rule might be attend class every day. Contact professor and coach when you're sick and before you miss class, so that you will then list the rules. On some of the areas I've listed, you may only have 2 or 3 rules. On others, you may have many. But you must have a policy statement first, and then you list the rules. Some of you have policy statements that are in paragraph form, and they are several paragraphs. I hate to tell your school this, but that's not a policy. That's not a policy statement. One reason is your parents and your athletes will not read that. That's why what you had to read for your assignment says, make it concise, to the point, and complete. When you start listing policies in paragraph form, people will not read them, and especially your athletes will not read them. You need to make a policy statement, then you need to list the rules that cover that policy statement. It needs to be clear, concise, and written in complete sentence form. So again, go back to your assignment in the class, go to the assignment that was for team policy, and go to where it lists the new assignment. It is due Wednesday. I'm trying to think how to have you list it. Will not probably have you listed in the discussion board. I think I'll have you list it or attach it right there at the new assignment instead. So you can go back to the discussion board, and you can pull each other's up, and you can look at what each of you put into this assignment. And you might be able to draw ideas from those. But I want you, I don't want you to write this as if it has to be approved by the school or the organization. I want you to take charge of your team. I want you to write the policies you want for your team, and then to write the rules that you want for your team. This is something that if you could do it yourself, this is what you want to have. I was a little surprised with some of you that coach on the college and university level, your alcohol policy. If you don't want your athletes to drink during season, then you make that rule in your policies and your rules. If you think it's okay, then you can go back to what your college has established or what someone has established for your athletes. But I want you to design the policy that you would want for your athletes, and then I want you to design the rules that you want for your athletes. If there is any question or concern about this new assignment, then email me or call me. It will be due on Wednesday. But I really want you to think about the type of policies that you want for your athletes and your team. Thank you.